So people are saying that there are a lot of reasons that Microsoft bought Activision and what their big plans are about Activision and why they bought Activision and what they're going to do with Activision. And some of those videos that I've been seeing seem like they trying to contradict me, but I'm not going to take it that way. I'm just going to assume that they have scoured and looked at other people's videos. But be as it may, today we're going to talk about the reason Microsoft bought Activision. And it's not really a big, long discussion to me because I just don't think Microsoft has a lot of foresight. You know, these guys on the internet, they're making it seem like Microsoft got some type of gigantic vision for the future. No. Microsoft doesn't work that way. You know, Microsoft is not trying to create another PlayStation home. All right, they're not. They're not. They seen the foibles of PlayStation Home. Microsoft ain't trying to do that. I do agree that Activision was probably looking to get bought. I do agree that they was probably going to people. I do agree that because all companies do that. You know, I worked for a company and they was trying to get bought. And when you're trying to get bought, you don't kind of put yourself out there because that lowers your price. But you do listen to conversations when people come in and say, hey, you know, I want to buy you. And I'm pretty sure Capcom hears these conversations. Square hears these conversations. And, you know, I just don't believe, honestly, that Sony is in some type of trouble because they're not buying these big, bad companies that's worth $70 billion. Or that's overpriced or whatnot. What's going on is that Microsoft is collecting IPs. People, listen to me. They're collecting IPs. See, people don't understand. See, the Series X, okay, is incredibly hard to yield. It is. It's incredibly hard to yield. It has a very low percentage in yield. Microsoft is making money off the Xbox Series S because people don't understand the specs for the Series S. But what devalues the Series S so much is the fact that it got only 8 gigs of memory. Okay? This is in the era of 2013 with 8 gigs of memory. But the problem is Microsoft is making money off the Series S. So you have to understand and really figure out what's going on. This is an Xbox purchase. This is not a Microsoft purchase. Microsoft funded, but this is for the viability and the welfare of the Xbox division. And I think if you take your eyes off the Xbox division, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Now, this is all of our opinion. It doesn't necessarily matter the reason why they bought Activision. But trust me, it's not to create some meta type stuff. All right. Microsoft knows that they can keep doing what they're doing. Facebook and Amazon, Google, they'll never catch up to Microsoft. Because the fact of the matter is that people do not care about free games. They don't care about some type of PlayStation Home stuff. People, if they want to meet people, they'll just meet them. People are not social like it was back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I mean, people are just not social like that no more. But what my thoughts are is that the whole thing is about Game Pass. If you take your eyes off of Game Pass, if you take your eyes off of Xbox, you're going to be led down the wrong tunnel. The right tunnel, guys, is Game Pass. If anything else is creeping in your head about why Microsoft bought this and that, because, see, the thing is like I said, Microsoft is making money off the Series S. So in an attempt not to keep repeating myself, this Game Pass has got to work for it to really come full circle for the Series S. Because the Series S is the perfect platform for people who wants to game cheaply. See, if you bought a Series S, that means you cheap on anyway. So you are the few who's going to get this Game Pass free game stuff in the first place. See, if you buying a Series X, you looking to buy some games that's going to push the system. But if you bought a Series S, you have some financial constraints and you're trying to get stuff on the cheap. So Game Pass makes a lot more sense for the Series S. And with the Series S, it's all about the Series S, man. It's all about trying to get people in and have this lower economy system, because those are the ones that failed for the Series X on anyway. Okay, so they're making more money because they taking these repurposed chips and using it for a less purpose, a less field of use, man. So it's all about Game Pass, man. If they can get Game Pass off the ground, Series S is going to be phenomenal for Microsoft because they're making money off of it right now. And nobody hasn't said anything. But the Series S is essentially the Xbox One X. And it's probably cheaper to make a Series S than it is a Series X. And so because of that, they're making money. They need people to buy those consoles. They need people to buy those consoles so they can continue to have Game Pass as a featured proposition for people who wants to game on cheap. And I sincerely believe that, man. But this meta stuff, I just don't believe Microsoft is thinking about that. They're thinking about the future of Game Pass, and that's it. Because I'm going to tell you something else, and I'm going to let you guys go. Man, developers ain't trying to develop for the Series S. So that allows Microsoft to also lean into developers more heavily if developers have to make games for the Series S. Because the Series S, man, it's a trash console. And developers are probably telling Microsoft that. My prediction that they will probably stop making Series S and just probably stick to Series X. To me, it's still viable and still a possibility, because if this Game Pass stuff don't work, then I think Microsoft's going to be in trouble and they're going to have to eliminate the Series S. So I think that's what Microsoft is doing. They're trying to make money at the end of the day. Microsoft is a marketing company. At the end of the day, they're a marketing company. So I truly believe that. And having the Series S sales is just something for them to be able to do and make money off the Xbox game division, which is the whole purpose of doing this. So please comment, like, subscribe, tell me what y'all think. It's Al from Transformational Gaming, and we out.